All right, before I share my
Has anyone
screen,
ever told you have a radio voice?
yes. No, long story short, we'll catch you up later. I actually have been doing radio for over a decade. So yeah, the long story behind that. Still do 2 shows. All right, welcome everybody to the January of 2020 brokerage meeting. As we have stragglers jumping in still, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We have special guests today. Let's see here. All right, Miss Bonnie, give me your thumbs up. Make sure you see that screen. You got it? All right, everybody. All right, we're good. We're recording. Okay. All right, we are good. I'm going to make sure I highlight myself as well. All the technology. There we go. Okay. Welcome, like I said, to January 2025 HomeSmart Brokerage meeting. Thank you all for jumping on. Thank you for the reminders on the email and so forth. We have a lot to cover, like we always do. But we are grateful for you joining us today as I pop things in. As all of you know, this is always recorded. It's posted in Real Smart Agent under education and video courses afterwards, so you can go and review all the good information. All right, coming up, I got a couple of things before we get to our guests. This is the one that posted on YouTube. This is our 25th anniversary of HomeSmart. So I haven't been here 25 years, and Bonnie hasn't been here 25 years, but it's still cool. Here we go.
When I entered the real estate industry over 30 years ago, I knew early on that there had to be a better way to help consumers buy and sell real estate. I built the very first iteration of our RealSmart platform, which at the time was the first step towards what would ultimately become our transaction management software. We are the rebel, the trailblazer, the original disruptor.
There we go. Here we go. Happy anniversary, right? 25th anniversary for HomeSmart. I think, as we all know, we're all biased, of course, but I think the next 15, 25 years is going to be incredible with HomeSmart. We're in the right place at the right time. So, as always, we want to welcome all of the agents that joined us here in December. We're here in January. Here's a list as well. Make sure you give them all the emojis and stuff here for welcoming them there. I talked to many of these already, but Michael, Leah, DeAndre, Estefani, Carmen, Jasmine, Jayla, Sarah, Albert, Anna, Denise, Eric, Erica, Kadita, Cassandra, Amber, and Yusin. Thank you guys for joining HomeSmart and joining the HomeSmart family. Billy, you have a question? Yeah, your hand up.
I don't. I accidentally hit it. Sorry.
You got it. You got it. Thanks for joining, guys. All right. Get into our meeting. And just a reminder that we all, those that attended this year's holiday party, our Christmas party, we had a blast. This was the early groups. We got a photo, and we got photos online and Facebook, sent out an email for the photo booth. But what a great time. We packed the place. I think we had 150 reserved, and probably over 200 showed up. So, I mean, it was crazy packed, and we all had a good time. So thanks for coming. That's how we end the year strong. And those, all right. And of course, today we have, I put the slide up for our national Growth Summit partners and national partners. And we got Bonnie Cloy here today. I don't know what her title is. She's just the boss over all of our smart partners when it comes to Carol. So Bonnie, we want to, basically, we have a couple guests, and then I have a special guest, part of our smart partners as well. I'll get to him in a second. But Bonnie, I'm going to run through the slides real quick, and then I'll have you introduce our guests, okay?
Thank you. And these are our national partners.
Yep.
And, you know, agents, Marty, I'm the affiliate relationship manager. I'm not the boss, but I do get the great pleasure, everyone, to work with our partners across the United States. bringing you vetted companies that offer products and services either for you or your clients, or tools like what you're going to hear from Luke today with Reminder Media, one of our national partners. And national partners are partners that have products and services that span across the United States for all the agents. And then we have our smart partners, which is for all of you locally there in the Houston area.
Awesome. So this is our slide for our national partner right here with a fellow Reminder Media, American Home Shield, Move Concierge, Muscular Moving Men. Of course, we have local slides for our Muscular Moving Men, and HWA, Home Warranty of America, which we have a couple of guests today. When do you want to go ahead and introduce them now, Bonnie?
Yeah, this is a brand new smart partner for all of you Houston agents. We've got Tammy and Angela. I'm going to just quickly, you guys say hello, wave your hands because you're in the grid. But yeah, we are excited to have HWA Home Warranty serving the Houston area. So Angela, Tammy, you want to say hello quickly, and agents, you'll begin to see them and meet them as well.
Sure. Hi, I'm Angela Wagner. I am South Houston, all of Galveston County, all the way up the east side of 45. I cover the Galleria, Kingwood, Humble, Atascocita. You all have my information. Always feel free to call me. I've been in the real estate industry a little over 20 years. Let's see, 12 years in home warranty, the rest in title. So I understand the importance of customer service, and I look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tammy Copa. Happy New Year. I too am an old vet in the real estate industry. I've been here almost 30 years. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how old I am. And the exciting thing, on the way over to this meeting this morning, I found out that I'm going to be a grandma.
Yay!
So I am super. This day I will not forget, not only to visit with you, and I'm happy to be a partner. I do cover the northwest side of town. So I go into downtown through the Heights, all the way to Fulshire down I-10, and everything in between 45, all the way to College Station and Willis. So everything in between, Spring, Cypress, Katy. I did put my information on the Facebook page, and please feel free to reach out to me with any home warranty questions. You can reach out to Angela and I, either one of us. If one doesn't pick up, the other one will. And we'll be more than happy to help you out. We do work as a team, and we're excited to be on board.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, excited to have you have a home warranty trusted partner there. So thank you.
Thank you.
Happy to have you guys. I did send out an email to all of you based on the contact information for both Tammy and Angela. But you guys are both welcome to put your information in the chat as well. This is saved, and all agents get a copy of it. So that would be helpful for them. Okay.
And thank you guys for having us. Have a great meeting.
Thank you. Let me see, get you unpinned here, and I'll get you unpinned. Hold on.
Well, you're fancy, Marty. We're big
I'm
fans.
getting it all done. So, especially for the recordings, people want to see, versus the gallery, right? All right. And then next up, obviously, we have Move Concierge, still part of our partners, American Home Shield, and Reminder Media. So, do you want to introduce our guest, Bonnie?
Yeah, look, this is phenomenal. Luke, the mastermind, Reminder Media. You're going to hear agents how you can use Reminder Media really as a different approach and a sales strategy to keep in touch with clients, get more clients. It's phenomenal. If you haven't seen the magazine, I know Luke's going to talk about what's available, but what's really cool too is, with all our partners, customer service and special pricing. But I'm not going to steal Luke's thunder. Luke, you can give your bio, and I'm not sure about the agenda, Marty, or where it fits in, but very excited, and what an honor to have you here to speak to the agents yourself. Luke's very successful in using his approach agents, and so he can speak to his success. It definitely makes a difference.
Asked Luke to come today to kind of do like a 10-minute type training type thing. I did this the other day as a manager, and I've used Reminder Media in the past when I was in Washington, liked it and whatever. But my mind was blown away when they started using it as a way of staying in contact with your sphere of influence, a way of getting new leads, a way of generating new business. I was like, oh, this would be really good for our agents, especially here in January. So, Luke, do you have a slide deck for me, or do you have just going to talk?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a slide deck so I can share my screen. And Marty, Bonnie, thank you guys so much. You guys really are amazing. Doing the partnership with HomeSmart has been phenomenal so far, from Carol to Todd to Bonnie to Matt. Everybody has been awesome. Let me share my screen and I'll quickly go. I know we only have 10 minutes, so let me know if you guys can see that.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So, all right. So, like Bonnie said, love what we do. Marketing is my passion. So Reminder Media actually celebrated its 20 years this past summer. So congrats to you guys on your 25th year, which is a testament to, I think, that what you do works. Tony Robbins teaches that only 4% of businesses make it 10 years. You guys have made it 25. We've made it 20 because I believe what we're doing is working. I call us the client for life company because I believe the majority of your deals should come from your sphere. We work with over 35,000 agents all across the country. We work with hundreds of HomeSmart agents, and we're trying to go deeper in our partnership with you guys to help you. One of the best decisions, though, I ever made was about 7 years ago. I convinced my younger brother, Steven, he had just graduated college, to get into real estate because marketing is my passion. We had been doing this for years. We had testimonials, but it's one thing to be the marketer and say this is what you should do. It's another to actually get in the trench and do it. And so we started Acre Brothers Realty Team about 7 years ago. Last year, 2024, we closed 269 deals for about 64 million in volume using the strategies that I'm going to teach you today. And this is what I'm doing for my thousands of clients. I want to do for you, but I'm doing it in my own business. So I always tell people, when you're trying to grow your business, don't just listen to what people say, because people will talk all day. Watch what they actually do, because that's what they truly believe. And so you guys can know with confidence that I believe in this wholeheartely. I know you get a ton of people coming to your sales meetings and presenting to you. So I kind of want to skip the fluff. 65% of home sellers last year, they found their agent through referral. 56% of home buyers found their agent through referral and repeat business. So that's the data. You know it. I know it. I'm assuming you guys want more referrals. The question we have to ask ourselves is, where should we go fishing? If you want listings, if you want buyers, if I'm you, if the data shows 65% of listings come from referral repeat business, that's where I want to cast my line. I want to cast it with the majority of my time, energy, and money. So how are we going to help you do this here at Reminder Media? This is what we're rolling out with HomeSmart, kind of at a national level, to help you focus on your sphere. I probably can assume, even though it's dangerous to assume, all of you would agree that you have to keep in touch with your database. Marty, you would agree, correct? You have to keep in touch. The question is not should you, it's just how do you do it?
Right.
And that's really the $1 million question. And here's the pain points I think I can solve for you with our platform. One is it's automated. So how many of you have signed up for something that you've never used? I know I can raise my hand to that. We make sure you can use this and it stays on autopilot for you. Number two, it's exclusive. So here's a stat for you, whether you use us or not, that should wake you up this morning. Half of your database right now, statistically, knows 5 other agents like they know you. Are you positive that they would choose you today and not one of those 5 other agents they know? Do you have the mind share? You need something exclusive that you can keep in touch with your database with that the other agents can't. Our program is exclusive. 1 agent, 1 household. Nobody else can send the magazine and the other stuff to your clients but you. And then third, if I've lost you, come back. I'm a business owner. It comes down to this. It's got to produce return on investment. If you're going to invest $1 with Reminder Media, it's got to produce you a return. We're tracking over our years of doing this a 31% referral rate from sending the magazine over the course of 6 issues, which is a year. So if you had 100 people, Catherine, in your database, over the course of a year, that's 31 referrals. Acre Brothers Realty, like I said, we did 269 transactions last year. Just over 50% of those were from referral and repeat business, to give you guys kind of the number for us. So this is our leading touch point that we do for you. It is a magazine. The cool thing about this is it's your magazine. So maybe some of you have seen this before because you're like, Luke, I've seen you. You've been out to our offices. And maybe you've always wondered, does a printed magazine actually work? Like, isn't print dead? Should I be doing print? Does this actually work? Is this the best touch point to do? I would share with you, this has been an incredible touch point, and here's why. It's a subscription. What else can you send to your clients that they come to expect to get from you, that they look forward to? Not only that, it's a gift. It's not just solicitation. So most of the time when we market to our database, we're sending them just solds, just listed, market reports, which is not bad. You should do some of those things. But put yourself in the consumer's shoes. Like Catherine, your insurance agent, sorry to pick on you, you're just in the middle of my screen here. But if your insurance agent just sends you insurance content every month, what do you tend to do with that? And if you're like me, you go, yeah, I know State Farm's my insurance, but you just toss it. That's what we tend to fall into the trap of as real estate agents. We just send real estate information and people tune it out. The magazine is actually full of content that the client will love. We have 4 different issues now that you can, or 4 different magazines, I should say, that you can send. Our most popular one is the Good to Be Home, Think Better Homes and Garden content. So things about the home, design. If your clients are into healthy living, Marty, maybe you work out all the time, I could send you the health one, and I could send Bonnie the home one. We have a lifestyle one, which is travel, art, food, design, lifestyle. And then we have a business one if you guys are looking to connect with executives, business leaders, recruiting. A lot of our broker owners love to use the business one for recruiting. You can mix and match them, but it's perceived as a gift, so people don't throw it away. We track the shelf life of this to be about 4 weeks in the home. So compare that to an email or a postcard. If you're sitting on someone's coffee table for 4 weeks and they see your face every single day, you have a better chance of being known, liked, and trusted than the person who's not sitting in their home. Be in the homes that you want to sell, right? Be in the homes of the people that you want to connect with. So not only is it a subscription, not only is it perceived as a gift, the other value prop I would have you think about with this is it's omni-channel. So what do I mean by that? Well, Billy, I want you to be on their coffee table physically. I want you to have a tangible presence in their home with the print for your VIP clients. But I also want you to be in their email inbox. So there's a digital version of the magazine that you can email, that you can text to people. I also want you to be on social media. So what is a magazine full of? It's full of content. This is your content that is going to be branded to you that you can schedule out on your Facebook, your Instagram. You can post it on your LinkedIn. So it will give you content. Now you're Marty on social, in the inbox, on the coffee table. And the more times people see you, you guys obviously know the power of branding, the more they will have a chance to know you, like you, and trust you. Now, a couple features as I scroll through this, and I'm going to share 4 different strategies with you very quickly. This is your magazine. So you get to pick the covers for the magazine. There's 6 different places you can customize. Not only can you feature the obvious, so this is actually my little brother, Steven, right here, if you wondered what he looked like. So this is my little brother, Steven. You'll be on the front cover, contact information, phone numbers, logos. Up at the top, it says compliments of you. But not only that, you can actually customize each magazine to the individual or group that you're sending to. So in your interface, you can see here, there's advocate spheres. You could create maybe a group of people that you wanted to connect with based upon a life event. And that's the first strategy I would give you today. I don't know how big your database is, but Zelda, how are you going to connect with your VIPs on their birthdays, home sale anniversaries, and life events that are happening this year? This is a relationship business, right or right. So how are you going to connect on the relationships? I would challenge you, use the magazine. This is what Acre Brothers do. We take the inside front cover. On the inside, I'll hold one up. You can write a personal letter to the client. So I could say, Dear Marty, happy birthday. I hope this is your best yet. And that would go to Marty just in his magazine. So this can be used for your VIPs for their life events to send them a nice touch point, a gift during that time. Second strategy I would have you think of is your face-to-face strategy. Do any of you guys do open houses? I'm assuming probably a decent amount of you do open houses. What are you handing out at your open house, your listing presentation, your buyer's consultation? Have some of the magazines sent to you and have them customized differently for the ones you'll hand out at your open house. These are pictures from Instagram that I screenshotted of our clients using this. at their open house. So we can have
Hey, Lou.
some you. Yeah, go ahead, Marty.
Go back a screen one time. I had conflicting images on the screen for you. So
No problem.
there you go.
There you go.
Go
So
for it.
that's the letter. Yep. So this is, you can customize the inside front cover there. Then when I go forward, hopefully you guys can see that. This is just me. I literally took these screenshots off of Instagram. These are our clients posting their magazines on using it at their listing presentations, their open houses. The other strategy I would have you think about is, how are you in the community? I call it the foot traffic strategy. So you have your clients in places in the community where they can see you. I would challenge you, use the magazine also to connect in your community. So doctor's offices, hair salons, dentist offices. I would take it even further and go, hey, not only just put it in the doctor's office or the gym, feature the doctor on the back cover of your magazine. Feature the gym of your community to connect you in there. So now you're out in the community that you're serving. Then if I go ahead, I think you'll see that you have 2 tarot cards in the magazine. I'll hold up the tarot card. It's basically a glossy postcard that's perforated, can be ripped out. I always tell people, Bonnie, keep one of them a recipe because people love the recipes. Trust me on this. Bonnie's holding some up too. These recipe cards, they're branded with your information, but people love them. They love to share them, but you can make it whatever you want. You could put a listing on there, a local partner. You could feature a client event, referral card, so many different ideas. And this is all templated for you that your marketing coach can help you implement. You get the back cover of the magazine to feature things on, and the back inside cover. So here's my third strategy. So if you're following, my strategies are how you're going to connect on life events with your VIPs, use the magazine. How are you going to connect face-to-face at your listing presentations, open houses to raise your credibility, use the magazine. How are you going to connect in your community, be in the high traffic areas with the magazine? And then fourth, your referral network. Have you created a little, do you guys know BNI? Do you know what BNI is? A business network. Create your own business network utilizing the magazine. So this is a client, they went and got some local businesses that they're referring each other, and she featured them. We have tons of different templates that you can use. She created this one, so I just put it on the screen. But Stephen, we did 35 transactions our first year in business, right? So he didn't come out of the gate with 200 transactions, 35 his first year. One of the things we did is we went to the local landscaping company. We said, we want you to be our landscaper of choice. We want to recommend you to everybody. We want to feature you on our magazine. We didn't even ask them for anything, but reciprocity was generated. And that landscaping company blasted Stephen and Acre Brothers Realty out to their 10,000 person email list. And they put Stephen on their road sign. So I would encourage you, Zelda, like your lender, home warranty company, the insurance agent in the area, feature them on the magazine. I work with an agent, Brian, here in PA. He partners with elder care attorneys. So I put that on the screen, in assistant living communities. He closed 39 deals last year from referrals from elder care attorneys telling him of seniors that are looking to downsize and move into these assistant living facilities, and they need to sell their home. It is a huge opportunity, the senior market. So utilize the magazine to feature. It could be a divorce attorney. You get a 3-for-1 sometimes there. They just have to sell the listing they're in. They have to buy other homes. So some people like that strategy, some people don't. But you can utilize the magazine to partner with people. Like I said, you get this. I'll close with this. You get this digitally as well that you can use to send, to post on your website, to send through email or text. You can do video in your digital. So this is Stephen's video in his digital magazine. It just doesn't have to be a written letter. You also get all the content in a library that's categorized that you can share across social. And then I encourage people to use your physical magazine on social as well. Then we tie it all together with landing pages. So landing pages are a way to get people to raise their hand for an item of value. This was our last mailer as Acre Brothers to 429 people. So on the front, we said home values, 30K in Lynchburg going up because he's in Lynchburg, Virginia, right outside Liberty University. Scan to see your current home value. We got 33 scans from 429 in our last send. So that's our last send that went out. We're, of course, then doing what? We're calling those people that are scanning, giving them professional CMAs. We provide the landing pages for you if you don't have them yourself. That is included. And then last but not least, Zelda, if you have, let's say, 500 people or 100 people, whatever big your database is, we will tell you who in your database is likely to list their home in the next 12 months. We're utilizing these likely to move algorithms to try to predict based upon life events, things like divorce, things like the buying diamond rings, consumer data, purchasing data, tax data, to try to predict who's likely to list. Upload all your names. You don't even have to send to everybody. We will score them and tell you who's likely to move. All of this, I'll skip ahead. The best part is I can do all of this for literally less than a Hallmark card will cost you. So I don't know if you guys been to Walmart lately, but go in there, pick up a Hallmark card off the shelf. You're going to see $6, $7. I saw one the other day for $9 without postage. You still got to write in it, take it to the mailbox. I can do a 48-page coffee table publication personalized to Marty for only $4.99. The minimum is not 1,000. The minimum order is only 50. So you're to hit your 50 VIPs, you're talking $249.50. And it goes out every 2 months. If you want to continue in a subscription, and which is what I would encourage you to do, because some consistency is where the key is. But every 2 months, you can envision, okay, $249.50 every 2 months to hit 50 of my VIPs. My ask of all of you is to try it one time. My best salespeople, I kid you not, are your clients. 84% of the people who try me one time continue. They go, Luke, this is the one thing I send where people will text me, they post it on social, they call me, and that is what convinces people to continue. I signed up a lady, Stephanie, at a BAM conference I did this past year in September. And she was kind of hesitant. She had me on her podcast. So she's an agent. She has a podcast. She's out in California yesterday. And she told me, I can't believe the reaction I've gotten from this. I signed up another lady, Tatiana, down in Florida. Same experience. She goes, I got to add people to my list because it's the one thing I send where people, they actually thank me and they reach out. All my ask is try it one time, see what their thoughts are. And if you see a good response, then think about having this as your touch. With HomeSmart, we're reducing our setup fee to whenever you sign up to be only $99.99. That is one time for the lifetime of your account. So you get all the customization, all the likely to move algorithm, and then you get a free month of our digital platform, which is all of the social media content, the digital magazine, email marketing, and landing pages. And normally that's $79.99 a month. But with HomeSmart, you guys get a reduced deal on that to only being $34.99 if you want to continue it. So ton of information thrown at you. I hope you can tell I love this. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the partnership. Would love to answer any questions, Marty, or, go wherever you want to go.
A couple things. First of all, you're excited? Really? Can't tell.
Yeah.
Second of all, someone asking, can we get a business website? I don't use QR codes. What?
Yes, sir. I can chat it in. It is remindermedia.com/HomeSmart is where you can go. You can get your hands on a sample there, as well as obviously sign up and claim the deal. We would love to get on the phone and do demos with you guys one-on-one as well. If you want to see the platform, if you want to see the different content, that's what kind of our process is like to get on demos and walk you through.
Look, I'm going to give you a testimonial. This is Bonnie. Funny that you brought up insurance agent, because my friend here in Arizona owns an insurance agency, and he is the top 10 producer out of 4,000 agents across the United States, because his mindset is touch points. And I have been getting Reminder Media magazines for over a year now. And I keep them, everybody. I go back and reference. I look at the recipes. I look at the content, because it's not just about what's happening in insurance, but it is tailored to me. And so that's just a little testimonial. And the money that, he invests in the marketing and the Reminder Media supersedes doing any other kind of marketing, campaign where you have to spend dollars. So
thank you so much.
It works, everybody. It works.
And one of the things that struck me and why I wanted to have him on in front of you guys, not only because he's a partner with the HomeSmart, but the idea, reminder is you can't just send a magazine out, right? Follow up. You have a perfect reason to give your client a call saying, hey, I hope you got the magazine, check out page whatever, or, there's a reason to follow up. As agents, we lose clients when we don't follow up on a regular basis. This gives us a reason to do that. And then the whole strategy to be online, personalize things, next choices. I love that aspect of it because a lot of our agents, they ask the question, what do I do? Where do I start? And this is a great way. If you have a sphere of influence, a small database, a big database, whatever, you can, like you said, segment them and start a system where you touch them in multiple different ways. So
I'll add, Marty, like for Acre Brothers, I wish we had the discipline to call our sphere every single day. We just have found that we are not that disciplined, and we should be, but we're not. So what we set up for ourselves to make sure we make those calls is we do a call night once a month, where we have 5 agents on the team that will come together once a month, and for a couple hours, we'll call the sphere. So if you need that, if you have the better discipline than us, and you can do it every day, follow up every day with 1 or 2 people. But if not, set a day for you once a month where you take an hour and a half, 2 hours, and call through your whole database that you sent the magazine to. And Marty, you're spot on we have the scripts and the trainings in our interface for you of how to make those calls. So if you're not sure what I would say, how do I call somebody behind the magazine? We have scripts written for you. This is what we do. And then you can at least call the people on your likely to move list. So if you don't call everybody you're sending a magazine to, which you should, but if you don't, at least call the people that show up on your likely to list, because those ones are definitely the ones you should be talking to.
It's a big thing there. Some agents are like, I don't want to call them, I don't want to bug them. This is a great reason to follow up. Hey, to make sure you got the magazine. What do you think of it? I want to get your feedback. How are things going? It's a great way to start a dialogue as well. And then, of course, all the different ways to stay in touch and build relationships. So we appreciate it. Yes, Wendy.
Do you guys sell our information?
We do not. Nope. It's your information. All we're doing is marketing to them on behalf of you using your tools. Like none of our information's on there. No other ads in the magazine. We don't sell it. It's just we're sending out the magazine on your behalf or the emails on your behalf type idea. That's all we're doing.
Well, I guess what I'm asking is so I'm putting other people's emails in there. Are you selling those off?
No. Nope, we don't sell any of your emails, addresses, anything like that. We don't market to them.
Okay, thank you.
Question.
Yes, Juan.
Are any of your magazines political?
Nope, we stay away from, that's another great question. So we stay away from the more controversial topics, politics being one of them. So we stay away from that. It's basically Good to Be Homes, like a Better Homes and Garden, American Lifestyles, like a travel, art, design, food, lifestyle, a little bit of everything for everybody. And then Start Healthy is a healthy living magazine, Business in Action, Think Inc. magazine or Success magazine. That's what Business in Action is like. But we stay away from controversial subjects.
Catherine?
Yes, I was asking the question, are you using your database? Do you have one created, or are you interfacing with the CRM we're already using?
Great question. So you will have when you sign up, you get a username and password to our marketing platform, which that's where you would upload your database. You can very easily download like your likely to move list or things like that and change. It's very easy for you to get your information and stuff like that. We don't integrate right now with your HomeSmart CRM, but that is hopefully the phases that we would move to. So first phase is kind of partnering with you guys at a deeper level across all of HomeSmart. And then next would be how do we integrate technology wise to make it even that much easier?
So you still maintain a database in your realm and we have to import into that.
Yeah. So I'll pull over an example. Like this would be your platform. Hopefully you guys can see that. So you have
Luke, I spent 20 years in software for the magazine industry. That's why I'm asking these questions.
That makes perfect sense. I might have to hire you, Catherine. I might have to hire you. So yeah, you'll have your own interface with where you can upload recipients here on the screen, social media, direct mail, email marketing, lead gen. So you get your own username and password here that you can very easily come in and set up your branded magazine, set up emails for your digital, look at your social media, and then upload like pictures for your magazines and those type of things. So hopefully that
It's
helps.
a brilliant idea. And I understand what the magazine industry, once you've even got a small pool of people, all of a sudden it just goes exponentially out. I've watched many companies just start with a little bit. I remember when ink started, they just exploded, and that's the way it works with that. So great idea.
Zelda quickly and then Juan, and we need to get going.
Yeah. Thank
Look,
you. Thank you. I think it was answered. So we're just really going to, once we sign up, upload you with everything, whether it's details, videos, et cetera, just all kind of information. But you're also going to advise, I would use this versus that, or
Yes.
for your first one, let's do this exactly as some sort of boundaries and guidance.
Yep. The
on
way
this
our
personal
system
magazine.
works is, so Zelda, let's say you say, Luke, I'll give you a shot one time, on the magazine, see what what it's like. You will then be partnered with our marketing coach who will onboard you. They will need obviously the list of who you want to send it to, photos you might want on the magazine, those type of things, contact info. They can help set everything up for you. That tends to be what they do. But if you are a designer, if you like creative stuff, you could be as hands-on as you want. And we will, go back and forth with you, but they do it all for you and then show you the proof. You then approve or disapprove of it. And from there, we'll send to the printers. It takes about 4 weeks to hit homes from the time you approve us to go to the printers.
Oh, okay, great. So at least we get, personal advice, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are not necessarily a print company as much as we are a marketing company. So the strategies are really where it's at. It is, I think, our value. That's essentially what we try to bring to the table.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
All right. Thank you
Luke.
very much.
Yeah. Thank you all for the questions. Luke, thanks for joining us today.
Question.
Juan, go ahead, man.
I just want to ask, I suppose, do you have it in French and Spanish?
A great question. So we don't have it in French. We have the digital in Spanish, and you can do the letters and ads in Spanish or French. Letter, I would have to check on French. I'm pretty sure you can do the letter in French, but the guts of the magazine would still be in English. So there's a digital version, fully Spanish, even guts, but the print version, guts would be in English, like the inside of the magazine would be in English, but you could do the ads in the letter as Spanish. But great question.
Thank you.
Yep.
Jeanette has a question quickly about a cost review. I'm not sure what you mean, Jeanette.
So on the screen there, Jeanette, basically there's a one-time setup fee that's normally $300. We're reducing that to $99.99. The minimum order is $4.99 times 50. You can go up in any increment you want after 50. You could do 51, 67. It's totally up to you. You would just take your number times the $4.99. That $4.99 includes all shipping and handling. So that's designed and delivered to your client. All of you also, when signing up, will get a free month of the digital platform, which is all the content and digital magazines. You get to try that out, experience it, and see if you want to continue going on. It's normally $79.99, but with HomeSmart, you get a reduced price if you wanted to do that to $34.99.
Nice.
Yep.
Can you start and stop? The last question for you.
Yeah, great question. So the first one is no commitment, meaning you're not signing a long-term agreement. We normally ask people to do a 6-issue agreement, which is a year. So after your first one, we would ask that you would do it 5 more times for the print magazine if you want it to continue. With digital, there is no contract. You can turn that on and off as you want.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thanks again, Luke. Thanks again,
thank
Bonnie.
you guys. You've been amazing. Marty, thank you so much, brother.
Yeah. And then Catherine's talking about database, but that is your database, Catherine. You can download it. So if they leave Reminder Media, what happens to their information?
Yeah, great question. So if you leave, it's your database. We do nothing with it. It's locked in your account. We keep it for, I think our data policy is like 3 years, just in case you come back. Because honestly, a lot of our people, they maybe stop for 6 months and they come back. So we'll keep it so it's easy to turn you back on. But after that, it just gets deleted after that. But you can download your data. It's not like you upload and you can't download it easy or get access to your stuff. You can access your stuff, download it whenever you want, all that good stuff.
Wonderful. Thanks again, Luke and
Yes.
Bonnie. And for our agents, I'm Penny Luke, and to stop sharing, I'll stop share the rest of it. I know we lost about a dozen people here. I know people, we're not trying to sell you something. We're trying to give you tools to use to grow your business. And so this is one of those, that's why we partner with partners like this. Luke was very excellent. I love anything that's simple, plug and play. It's for me. And so in my business, I know I get so busy and I forget. This lets you not forget. So thank you very much for that. All right. Next up, is Robert here today? I was on a call with him earlier for HSI Commercial, but HSI Commercial is growing. We have it here in Texas and in Georgia. If you want more information, obviously Robert's information is on the screen. Thanks again, Luke. All right. We always have a ton of events in here in Houston, and of course nationally. I want to cover a couple things. Of course, we just talked about our Christmas party. We had the holiday party. Yesterday we had our first clock hour class, our continuing education class of the year. We had it next door to the Houston Galleria office. We had 2 1-hour clock hour classes talking about non-QM loans and rehab loans. And it was amazing the detail on things of using like a FHA 403k a loan in a way that for a house that doesn't need much, needs a remodeled kitchen. It was really informative. So those that got tuned on as far as virtually and in person, thanks for coming. On that note, last year in 2024, we provided 40 clock hours at no cost to our agents. An average class size of about 50 of our home for agents. So you figure, that's a lot of agents getting clock hours. We had 15 CE opportunities and over 75 hours of additional non-CE instruction and training, all in 2024. So in 2025, this is what's on the deck we're providing for our agents. We've got a CE class every month provided to you guys. That was a continuing education class, no cost. It's on the second Wednesday of every month. So I have numbers there for 12. We have 2 broker taught, basically Friday lunch and learns. We've got a contract class in person every month at the office. We got 2 open office hours with a broker. We've got a broker's meeting like this every month. We've got 4 elite meetings for our elite agents. We've got 2 branch lunches this year coming up. We have the Smart Meet every month, virtually, nationally. We've got a top 15 lunch 4 times a year. We have our summer event, holiday event, Diamond Awards event coming up, Growth Summit. We have a Ninja selling installation now available now on the national level. We'll have information about that. Coffee and donuts with your broker, Smart Start, Elevate training series, and lots of video on-demand courses for you. So, and there's more coming. Just want to let you know that there's a lot on tap to provide value to all of you this year. All right. I want to highlight this class coming up. I want you to save the date. Remember, every second Wednesday of every month, we have a clock hour or continuing education class. In March, it will not be a clock hour class. It will be a class for your benefit, paid for to you guys. It's a 4-hour class. That seems like a long time. I say this, it's called Modern Marketing. I took this class 2 weeks ago. And I will say from experience being in the business over 25 years now, this is the hands down best marketing class dealing with social media that I've ever taken. It was practical. It was relevant. It was things I took away about a dozen ideas that I could put in practice at no cost in my business to generate leads and business and connect with my clients. So keep in mind, March 12th is going to be in person and all in person, sorry. And so make sure you're available for that. And once again, it's free to you, and you're going to walk away with your mind blown on how to use Facebook, how to use video, how to use just common sense, practical ideas to build relationship and build your business. I'm excited about it. So, okay. Obviously, y'all got the email. Just a reminder, also, every month we have our Smart Meets. This month on January 24th at noon, we have Clara Capano talking about Ninja selling. It's kind of like giving you the prep prior to the Ninja installation. If you're all familiar or not familiar with Ninja selling, it's a sales training system that's really, really powerful. Well, agents that get installed and take the training typically do really, really well in the business. So it's one of those options out there for you. Speaking of Ninja, registration is open. This is going to be an in-person event in Scottsdale at the corporate headquarters. I'll be there as the broker. As many of the people that want to sign up for it. It is now open. It's going to be basically from the 17th to the 20th of March. You'll do the training while you're there, and you'll be installed as a ninja selling. It's kind of a big deal all at the same time. So just one trip and you're done. But it says you'll increase your income per hour so you can have a life, which is nice. How to generate a continuous flow of buyers and sellers using a proven system. Learn sales systems that give you the predictable results regardless of the market conditions, and learn to properly set goals. Discipline. So right now, this is a couple things that HomeSmart's offering. Again, I feel like a sales pitch, but it's not. That it's pretty cool. It's going to cost you $9.99 or the rebate. $9.99 anyway. The cost of the system, you're paying for it up front. You're going to the installation. You get certified. If your production on the second quarter of 2025, after you get installed, increases by 3 more transactions than you did in 2024, HomeSmart's going to refund the cost of the course to you. So they got skin in the game for you guys to be trained for your business. So it's an investment, but if you believe in yourself and you can increase your business by 3 transactions over a 3-month period, that's 1 a month more in 2025, it's a good investment. Okay. Here is a video that I want you to show on the Ninja. Let me see, put it there. Hold on. All right, here we go.
What if you can increase your income per hour and have a life outside of business? What if you had a system to attract clients rather than pursue them? What if you finally reached your full potential? Now you can. The Ninja Installation is an immersive 4-day course where you'll learn to take your business and your life from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. Look for more information and event details in the coming weeks. Welcome to the Ninja Path.
All right. Well, that was a short little sweet video. Also, another event's coming up. Obviously, it is our Growth Summit this year. Our 25th anniversary is going to be in the summer, in October, I should say. So registration is open now, October 13th through the 15th. So late next year, or this year, I should say, in Scottsdale at the Talking Stick. There is a discount now. If you sign up now, it's $524 with $25 off. So HomeSmart25 is your code. Obviously, planning in the advance for having a great time, seeing corporate headquarters, lots of great speakers. It's all in the planning stages right now. Diamond Awards. Every single year after we end of the year, we celebrate our award winners. And just as a reminder, anybody that makes grosses, like your gross commission, how much you earned is over $100,000 to you, you qualify for Diamond Awards. And so 1 diamond is 100,000 or more, 2 diamond is 200,000 or more, 3 diamond, 300,000, and so on. And the last 3 years, we've had 2 5-diamond award winners, and we're looking forward to it. But just so you know, the Diamond Award ceremony this year will be on March 4th. So save the date. If you know you made at least $100,000, you should be getting an invite if you haven't got one already for March 4th. We're going to celebrate you all at the aquarium in Houston. We got a private venue. We're going to get admission for everybody. It's going to be a great time had by all. And our COO, Katie Cooper, will be in attendance for our Diamond Awards to get a chance to meet the big wig for our company. All right. On that same day, I want to make sure you guys all know that on noon on March 4th, we're going to have our branch lunch at the Galleria. Katie will be there, so you can meet and greet with Katie Cooper. That night, we're having our Diamond Awards ceremony at the aquarium, as I said. And then the next day, we're going to have a top agent luncheon. Look for invitations to sit down and have a lunch with Katie and myself. So it should be a great, great time. But make sure you're marking your calendar for that. Okay, lots of stuff for the brokerage here in time to go. So starting, we have a new assistant broker. We did hire some. I know some of you had applied for the job as well. Thank you for doing so. We interviewed a lot of people. This is to replace our assistant broker position. He will start the first week in February. He's been a licensed Texas agent since 1983. That's way before a lot of you were born. Texas broker since 1990. He continually teaches for Champions Real Estate School as well, so he's an instructor. He has a passion for mentoring and coaching, so he'll be a great addition to my team. A lot more support for all of you. So when he gets here, we'll introduce him and make sure you make him feel welcome as you did me. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Couple things. Yes, Juan, go ahead. Juan? Or I
just want to say thank you.
Oh, for what? Oh, okay, thank you, Juan.
For a wonderful presentation.
Oh, thank you. And then Lizette, you're up.
Hey, Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. I am still here working up.
Happy New Year, Lizette. All right, let's keep going here. Thank you very much. So, as you all know, we went through the changes for the NAR settlement last year in the new Texas forms, and we went through the in January 3rd of this year. We were required to go to the new TREC forms, the revised forms. Training is available on your Real Smart Agent download section or in education on video courses. All of it's there. I'm going to update it again now that all the changes have been set. Some of the old trainings now are obsolete because of the forms no longer exist. So just so you know, I'll be doing that. But I want to remind you all that the TREC forms, the state forms, the Texas Real Estate Commission forms are required. So if there's a choice between forms, use the TREC forms first. The Texas Realtor forms are attorney-prepared forms that we're allowed to use. So they are, if there's not a TREC form, then use the Texas form. And if you can use the Texas form instead of the TREC form, but there's a priority. The correct forms are required, promulgated forms for us to use. Texas Realtors forms are available for us to use when there's not a TREC form, usually. We have HomeSmart required documents, which are available in your download section in Real Smart Agent. Make sure you're looking for those, the HomeSmart disclosures, some of the referral stuff, it's all there. Like I said, I'm updating the courses. They'll be up in your video courses very soon. I've got sample contracts with the new documents already in your download section, a sample purchase agreement, a sample buyer tenant rep, a sample listing agreement already there. More information coming your ways. Make sure you're utilizing that. Okay. The most frequent question I get recently is people that didn't watch the training we did or didn't attend or watch the replay of the training we did on the form changes with the TREC. The biggest thing is around compensation, and I won't spend a lot of time this time, but just know that on the 1-to-4 family contract now, paragraph 12, where we used to always have seller concessions to a buyer, it's still there. They've added paragraph B, where it's dealing with buyer broker compensation. Yeah, the paragraph 12A1B, lots of letter right there, highlighted right there. Middle B is where you put how much the seller or the listing broker is paying the buying broker. So if it's 2%, 3%, you would put that there. Now you still have to have that external agreement. You still have to have somewhere in writing where your commission is secured, whether it be a 2402 between brokers, a 2401 where the seller is paying you directly. Otherwise, because what you're disclosing here is you have agreement outside of this where the seller has agreed to pay the buyer broker compensation. And the wording on this is confusing, but just know that there's set it up so we're clear and transparent with our clients. That's why we have a buyer tenant rep agreement where the seller, the money that we get from the seller or a listing broker compensation wise offsets what a buyer might have owed us. So in our buyer tenant rep agreement. So this is all about disclosure and transparency to all parties in the contract. So I'll update this training as well. So you have it and make sure you review it. Okay. Couple more questions I get all the time. On new construction, do I need the builder or the rep to sign a 2402? Most builder contracts have an addendum in the contract addressing compensation. All is required is somewhere in writing where your compensation is secured. Then you're good to go. So you don't need the 2402 or 2401 on those when it's already in the contract. Okay. So do I need an earnest money receipt on new construction? Yes. Now, again, if it's addressed in the contract where earnest money is received by the builder, then you're good to go. If not, you need a receipt from escrow or title for that. But either way, it's required. It's just the form of it may change based on new construction. So do I need any other forms besides section 12 of the 1 to 4 to secure my compensation? And again, yes, that just discloses that you have an agreement in place where the seller or the listing broker is paying your compensation. Where do I find the HomeSmart forms? Those are in your download section. Logging into Real Smart Agent on the left-hand side, go to downloads. They're all there. You can search for them by keyword or search through them as well. Next one is, how much do I have to pay HomeSmart? Now, with the old plans going away, the new comp plans, it is confusing, but it's also all there in Schedule A, which is your fee schedule plans based on the plan you're on. Spells it out very clearly. All right, what is my plan? Same thing. Yeah, you can go into your Real Smart Agent and you can look under your plan. And you can find out which plan you're on. How do I form a team? There is information. I've sent it out. I'll send it out again. Agent Services can help you form a team if you want to build a team. How do I get paid to my entity? Entity is the same thing. There's instructions that I put in Real Smart Agent, but I will also email them out again. And again, Agent Services can help you. And then how do I get business leads? This is why we had Reminder Media on today. It's why we have a modern marketing class coming up, is giving you the tools and different resources and different options for you to implement in your own business to generate your own leads and business. Yeah. All right, resources. In Real Smart Agent, in the download section, there's the policy and procedure manual. Make sure you read it, find time and do it. Do we have on-site managers for other branches at HomeSmart? We do not at this point in time. We have we will have virtual receptionists at every branch eventually when we get new offices. And then I will have a broker's office in probably the Woodlands as well and do part-time there once we get our assistant broker on board. The new one, so I'll get there. Your independent contractor agreement, your Schedule A, missing paperwork form, late paperwork form, HomeSmart disclosures. The HomeSmart disclosure is a wire fraud notice and the affiliated business disclosure all in one package. It's three documents there. 2 places to sign. And then, of course, sample contract and required documents for every type of transaction are all there. Okay. Next up, requirements. This is one of those things with that I know for years it wasn't that way. But for Trek and for HomeSmart, it's a reminder because compliance is a big, big deal. We're facing more and more of these Trek complaints, more and more lawsuits out there that have come. When the market shifts, it happens. So we have to be on our game. So again, as a reminder that if you have an executed contract, it doesn't matter if it's a buyer tenant rep, a listing agreement, a executed purchase agreement, a lease, a listing lease, or whatever, we have to have it uploaded into Real Smart Agent with a file created within 5 days. Trek will bust us and they'll bust you if not. So please comply with that because the compliance team will be looking for listings that are on the MLS that aren't in Real Smart Agent. Or if we find out a file was created, you've got a signed contract, and when you upload it the day before closing, not only does it cause a problem, but now you didn't comply. It's been in your inbox or whatever on your computer for a month. So don't do that. And of course, check your emails and spam, and including spam, for transaction notices. Notes from corporate, notes from Real Smart Agent, notes from me, your broker. We're responsible for delivering the information to you. We're not responsible for you making sure you check your email. You are responsible for the information sent to you, whether it be in Real Smart Agent, whether it be in your email. We get a lot of agents that say, I didn't get it, and then they find it in spam, or I don't have that information, and it was delivered multiple cases. Well-meaning, but in many cases, we'll deliver it through Facebook, we'll deliver it on email, I'll talk about it in brokerage meeting, I'll talk about it in training, I'll send it out in emails, and I'll do it in video, and then I have agents saying that I never got it. So that's not on me, that is on you to make sure you have the information. Okay. Utilize the tools. Obviously, there's a ton of tools that as we're starting 2025 out, if you're not using them already, let's find a way to implement a new one. All right. Smart sites. Are you using your HomeSmart smart site, your website? Are you using the Marketing and Design Center to download, create, customize social media, mailers, or whatever? Are you using the on-demand library of trainings that we've done already for the national trainings and the local ones? Have you downloaded the documents? Are you using the agent and client apps? Are you attending the classes that we're providing to you? We've got a great turnout, but if you think about it, we're getting anywhere from 60 to 100 per class when we have 1,600 agents. There's a lot of people not taking advantage of the tools and the things that we're offering. Okay, emails, videos, Facebook, your broker team, obviously, and agent services. You guys are all amazing, but we have tools and resources you need to use. All right, and of course, we have a tech spotlight, which is just one thing today. I had to call several agents that are newer to HomeSmart. The coolest thing about the Marketing Design Center too is not only do they have a digital download where you can download all the digital stuff, backgrounds, social media posts, that kind of stuff. You also have all the signs, business cards, marketing stuff that you can customize. And if you don't want to buy it through HomeSmart, download a high quality PDF and send it to your printer. The people of choice. So there are some tools there to really ramp up your business and your marketing this year. So did someone say something? Okay. All right. HomeSmart agents, you guys are awesome. Of course, it's family, are killing it. So in December, as we ended up last year, the top teen transactions. So the Young Real Estate Group had the most transactions in December, 4 teams, followed by Redbird Real Estate Professionals team, Catherine, nice job, and JoJo. Bay Area Group, H-Town Properties, Tracy team, Portillo Realty Group, and PropFi team. Nice job, everybody. All right. Top sales, the same teams. The sales volume we know is like the dollar amount of the properties sold combined. So red. Yes, Juan. Oh, you're on the
programa que ofrecieron hoy es otro programa. ¿Qué es lo que
I got him. All right. So Redford, you led the way on volume. A nice job. Young Real Estate Group, Bay Area Group, H-Town Properties, PropFi, and Portillo and Tracy team. Nice job, teams. All right. Top agents. These are the ones that in units, the number of sales. So we have a lot. I'm not going to pronounce your name, but nice job, Olan. Very good. Ignacio, Ramiz, Dawn, Sheena, Maria, Jessica, Bobby, Sergio, Nelly, Patrice, Sylvia, Miguel, all led the way as far as number of transactions in December. Congratulations to you all. Nice job. And of course, those agents in volume, this is also with the dollar amount. So we have Brandy Reed, Don Walther, Ramiz Prasla, John Rogers, Jessica Lee, Nafez, Lee Hong, Yusuf, Sergio, Jonathan Barra, Bobby, Chad, Kamara, and Sheena leading the way in December in sales volume. Congratulations to you all as well. Like I said, we're looking forward to our Diamond Awards to see how we all did at the end of the year as far as how much money you brought home. But every single quarter, we celebrate the top 15. The top 15 is basically you combine the number of sales units with the sales volume with gross commission earned. So you take basically you blend that all together, and the top 10 comes out, or top 15 comes out of it, and I take them to lunch. So we got some new names on there this month. So on February 29th is our next top 15 lunch, which is the fourth quarter of 2024. So we're going to celebrate Leonard Williams, Yves Yonga, Tracy Frederick, Miguel Gutierrez, Jose Portillo, Spencer Drake, Jessica Lee, Pariah Qureshi, Don Walther, Wendy Oxman, Marguerite Garcia, Brandy Reed, Sheena Akram, Lizette LaBarca, and April Fontenot. Those are all in our top 15, finishing off the year strong. So we will do our top 15 for the first quarter, probably in April. So all of you aiming to be at the lunch with your broker, that's what you have to shoot for. Now we got Lena, you have a question? Maybe not. Okay. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question, Marty?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My mic was off. With the new contract taking place, I had an issue with another company asking to see my completed buyer's rep. I told them there was no way, that was an internal document, and he said that he needed to see it. How do we approach that?
With the rule changes, obviously you can provide it. The 1 to 4 refers to the fact that the money you're getting from the seller or listing broker offsets what the buyer owes to the buyer broker. So there's a reason for it. If you don't provide it, the recourse for the seller or listing broker is they can call HAR. HAR can request it for you, and you have to provide it. And they won't provide it to the listing broker. All they'll say is, yes, they've got one signed and they're good to go. That's the way they're going to enforce this at this moment. So,
okay, can I erase and just leave, not erase, but put something as the private info of my client, because this company and this agent is famous for stealing clients and adding them to their database. So just to target market. So I wondered if I can put the paper or something on top of their, email address and just leave the name while I scan it. Would that be okay?
I don't have a problem with that. You're providing the fact you have a signed document that gives you the right and a commission amount. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right. And then obviously next month is the first Thursday of the month. So February 6th at 10 a.m. back on our normal schedule. That will be the first Thursday of every month going forward the rest of the year. I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Okay. One. Stop that one. And I got questions now. We got Catherine, you got your hands up?
Yes, I just had a question, Marty. If
Sure.
you're showing up in the team side on your activity, you're not taking in the individual's activity?
Yeah, that's one that's a constant struggle for a lot of agents that do teams. You get counted for your GCI for Diamond Awards; it all counts. But for the monthly totals, it doesn't pull up in the list. It's
Yeah, it
separated
doesn't
up.
show at all.
Yeah, it comes up in teams or individual, unfortunately. So I've got to go in and manually do that sometimes. But that's what happens. Yep.
Well, I was manually out.
As far as the top 15 lunch, you mean, or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we're working on that, but there's got to be a way to, because you get credit at the end of the year for Diamond Awards. You should get credit each month as well. So anyway, because many of our teams, they have one really dominant top producer in the team and then other agents that do well. So, all right. So thanks for putting up with everything, but I want to give you tools to use to implement into your business so that you can have a great 2025. That's kind of the goal here. So any other questions we have before we call it a good today?
Marty, I did have one I put in chat. Do you
sure.
have a transaction company that HomeSmart recommends that has transaction people? Can you put that in chat for me or something?
Out to you and everybody else. We do have a transaction coordination through HomeSmart that you can do per deal or agreement for all your deals. And we had a local agent that was also doing their own business that was really good. They're no longer doing that, but I'll do a call out to see if there's anybody that uses good transaction coordinators, and I'll share it with everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Marty.
Yes, ma'am.
How do we revise a compensation agreement to 2402 after it's been originally executed? Like if we need to, it's not going to be 3%, but let's say you have to give up something so that to make the deal work. do I need to go back and revise the 2402, or will it just be a good enough through the amendment, where that compensation is split out?
Good question. In the contract, it refers to an external agreement. I would say the amendment's fine because you've already disclosed. And so if you're amending something that the agreement said you're getting 3%, you're now 2%, you would just do amendment and change that paragraph 12(1)(a)(b). So,
Correct.
Yep.
That's what I did. And I was confused whether to do the revise the 2402 or not.
No, I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
It's almost like we're afraid to take one step and then we go back and think, well, there was this other form that we filled out.
Exactly right. So,
Okay.
and then of course,
Thank
we're
you.
transaction services and paperwork as well. On certain types of transactions, certain forms aren't required, but they autofill. Most of those things, just let us know. If it's an estate sale, make sure there's somewhere in the notes it's an estate sale, so we don't ask for a seller disclosure. If it's land or whatever, make sure that we know that there's no seller disclosure for there as well. So things like that. All too often, it causes problems for the agents and for the staff because they don't know. If so, communicate with us. So we're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, guys. Have a great day. Thank you all for joining the meeting and hopefully got some value out of it. So out there.